So
Oh.
everything, it is like, yes, there is a provision there where one is allowed to change the host institution. So there
Mhm.
are certain criteria, although it has specifically mentioned the situation has to be something extreme or unforeseeable.
So, first of all, congratulations, Anmol,
Thank you.
for the DST award, because we have many participants who are going to apply for the DST level 2 or level 1, and few are just waiting for the result of the DST level 2. Fine.
Yeah,
And others are like applying the forms, giving the interview, because
right,
I have a very large research family, and you are also one of them,
absolutely.
because you was like in touch in the last year, last year, correct?
From 2021, since
Correct.
2021. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So finally, you are not registered. You have got awarded with the DST level 2. So it's very good. So it is very important to know from the person who have like the award situation, because you have already faced the situation, and right now you are having the award in your hand. Fine. So before starting, I just want your brief introduction from your side itself. Basically start from the graduation. So I'll ask question randomly, because I just know the things from your mind, because those who are listening, like as a fresher, they want to understand each and everything from your side. Fine. So first you start your introduction brief from your graduation onwards. Fine.
Yes. So I completed my graduation in the field of horticulture, bachelor's in science, from OUAT, that is Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, basically
Mhm.
from my native town, native state, Odisha.
Okay.
Thereafter, I applied through ICR agriculture entrance,
Mhm.
and via that, I got admitted to Aligarh Muslim University, and
Okay.
I completed my master's from the field of entomology, agricultural entomology, from
Okay.
yeah, from AIM. And yes, there I turned out to be the university topper, which gave me confidence to apply for Inspire.
Okay. So, tell me, like from your graduation, like it is from horticulture, right?
Yes, yes.
So, have you decided anything from your graduation that what you will do in your post graduation or something else?
Uh, See, I had not thought of doing my higher studies in the field of agriculture. It's
Mhm.
how destiny got me here. And there
Okay.
I decided, like, why to stay just basic and why not do our advanced studies in the field of agriculture and, like, yeah, do exaggerated, good research on in that field because entomology captured my attention and I thought of yes, this is my subject. I need to study more and do research on that in that.
Okay. So, for the DST Inspire, like you have decided one after like the once you'll top the university, or like it is in your mind like you are doing the post graduation from entomology, so you have decided something to go for the higher studies.
Yes, yes,
So
absolutely. It was in AMU, the very uh, year of joining. I was like, no, I need something solid to back me up because if one is going or like started the studies in post graduation, it is not a piece of cake because now that you are serious, you are entering a research field, and it's not like similar like undergraduation program where you are like you are not aware of what you're doing. But since it's a professional course, post graduation itself is a professional course, and where you actually start to get serious into a research field, and you have that research mentality. So it was then when I decided I have to choose a field and I have to elaborate my plan which I had in my mind, and it was then that I thought of going for Inspire.
So, okay. From where you'll get the information for the like the DST Inspire is for the toppers of like masters.
Uh, Frankly, I got a very like I had knowledge, brief knowledge regarding about the scholarship, and of course
Mhm.
not the details. And it was coming like searching through sites and coming back, joining pages on Telegram, and then coming to your channel. That was an eye opener. Before that, it was very like vague about what I knew about DST-INSPIRE. So once I started following your page and going through all your videos, in fact, my TP, which I had the research proposal which I had applied for level 2 got reverted back, and only after watching your video, which was available in YouTube, I got to know like about the system and the type of what type of research proposal DST is actually seeking. Your video was totally elaborated, and yes, that actually helped me a lot.
Chalo, that's good. That's good. Seriously, I'm very happy with your statement. Like you get some information and you get the final award. So means you will get the information in masters that the ST Inspire is one thing. The toppers can apply. Fine. You just get to know for this. So there is a question in the chat box. I just want to take this from Akash Padole. Like for level 1, I guess, what is the main point? What is the main point to for selection of level 1? So that they want to know.
So level 1 is comes to option only when you have not applied into any university, or you haven't got admitted into PhD program yet. So when you go through level 1, first of all, you haven't entered the field of PhD. Just
Hmm.
that you are a postgraduate, recently
Yes.
graduated, and the first criteria is that have to be the top of the university or gold medalist, and the strength of your batch needs to be at least 10, like 10
Yes.
or more. That is
Hmm.
another criteria.
Correct.
Apart from that, what they are seeking in level 1, only if these two criteria meet, you have you can apply
Hmm.
in that level 1.
Yes.
And in level 1, what they are seeing is that you have a do we have a research mentality. They check the very attitude of a person who is entering the field of research.
Mhm.
There, they are not seeking your real proposal. They are going for a provisional research which you yourself are able to draft. So they are basically checking your research mentality there. They are giving us an opportunity who are fresh postgraduates. Like if we are
Mhm.
able to actually reach to the level where the research world is actually beginning.
But I just want to know from the application of level 1, through which section they'll judge that you are basically focused over the research or you are the right candidate for this research. From which section? Because
Oh,
the students will apply, they don't know what is the criteria, which part they have to focus. So whatever you say, I completely agree. But what is the section through which the DST may judge these things?
okay. So there are mm, like I have gone through the portal, and
Mhm.
eventually over the months and years of thorough analysis, what I've come to know is like they have their own marking system on
Mhm.
set of criteria. Like For example, first of all, we are expected to upload the basic of level 1, that is rank 1 certificate. They have their own format, so they need that criteria to be fulfilled first. They have given their own template, so we have to upload a first rank certificate. Moreover, they are seeking a provisional research proposal which the student is willing to uh, draft his or own proposal. So there they will be analyzing our proposal, like how we are able to build up a problem, and we are expecting to work on that. It may not be the original proposal we want, but they are like literally calculating how capable we are based upon how well we are able to understand a research problem and give them a solution, and that we are trying them, we are literally asking them to take up this opportunity to give us a chance.
Okay. So,
And another thing,
sure,
like
sure. Please
apart
continue.
from this first rank certificate and a provisional research proposal, what they are expecting us is like they want us to give names of the scientists or the professor who under whom we are willing to work under. So also that will give them this idea, like we already have people whom under whom we are willing to work. So that is just that is for evaluation of us, ours capability. We are already done, we are already ready with a proposal with which we are willing to work, and also under whom we are willing to work. So it is just creating a framework for them to evaluate us, like are we actually ready or not.
Correct. So, my next doubt or question you can like you have to answer is that there are three options which the candidate have to fill. Like we have to enter the name of the professors, the universities, their designation, and all. Fine.
Yes.
But the DST is not requesting any consent from all these professors.
Yeah, that is a good part.
So what's your because you have applied, you have awarded, finally level 1 crossed, you got the provisional offer letter, then you got the level 2 final offer letter. So what's your point of about this, my doubt?
Yes, yes. So initially, while I was applying, I remember me having the same question, and I was panicking at that time. Like, do I need a consent before giving their names? Because me being a COVID batch, it was really difficult because we were not able to make that much contact, and also even I actually know what practical mm, uh, portions we were able to cover up in the COVID era. So it was really difficult for me to get personally in contact with all those professors at that time. So anyhow, I managed over online means I was able to connect to those professors under whom the vacancy was not available though. That was again a tragic story at that time. So it was all in a go, and later I got to know they are basically not seeking the consent letters or anything. They are just trying to get an idea about you being ready for the thing. So what happens in level 1? It is just a provisional situation where their evaluation is not basically upon your research, like what you are drafting. They
Correct,
basically
correct.
are checking, are we able to enter the field? So that is the
Yes.
main concern what they are having. And coming to level 2, once one has been offered with provisional letter, the second part is like level 2, where you have to get admitted within a year. You get the provisional offer letter, otherwise that provisional letter ceases to exist. So once you get admitted into a PhD program, uh, you need not go with the draft of proposal which you drafted in the level one. So
Correct.
everything you can start afresh. The proposal can be entirely different. Your supervisor can be again not from the list you mentioned earlier. So everything is fresh and new. So one need not worry about like mentioning to supervisor or having their own consent or anything. So it's totally different from level one and level two.
Correct, correct. Means if a student is already have a consent with some professor, then it is better to put their name.
Yes,
And if they
yes,
don't have their consent, so they
it's
can put
also fine.
the names for the level one because the application deadline is there. It's not
Absolutely,
open throughout the year. And the proposal can also be changed for the level two, right?
absolutely. It is
Along with all
flexible.
the names.
Yes,
है ना?
flexible.
Okay, fine. So there is a question in the chat box, like, so I guess the Akash get the answer. Like he's asking, like, by mistake, sir, I put a wrong name of supervisor actually. I
That's
want to write to supervisor name Rondia, but I write a spelling mistake is there, then I have issue with them. So I don't think there won't be issue because for the level two, they have to do each and everything in a fresh,
yes.
correct?
Bill. So they
Okay,
go through that procedure entirely different than level.
great. Okay. Now, my next question is like once you will apply for the level one, you get the provisional offer letter. Before getting the provisional offer letter, would you get any communication in between your application till the provisional offer letter?
Yes, absolutely. Because the time at like the date from which you start applying to the on the date when you get the result or provisional offer letter, that varies. Because for me, or like it actually varies. The result they like show us is in batches. So you may not expect like if I applied this November, my result was out only in the month of March. For others, it might vary. It might even take 6 months. So normally, the from the, since they have a sorry,
Just a
since
second. I request everyone, please, please mute your mic, otherwise it will be a disturbance. Yeah, please continue.
yeah, so since they have a deadline, like
Mhm.
they have a period within which we can apply. So the date of result also varies. For example, when I applied in the month of November, it seems, yeah, when the dates were out in the month of December. Initially, the deadline was on February 25th. So,
Okay.
fearing that, I tried to rush everything and tried to apply. But later, that date got extended. So, normally, that is happening with DST. So, my provisional letter, which I got, was in the month of February itself.
Okay.
Sorry, I was able to apply in the month of December,
The
and
first
later,
application.
yeah, yeah, in the month of December, and the result
Mm.
was out by February.
Okay.
But my since the result, the PhD admissions were like hastened in my case, so I had to apply within 30 days of getting admitted. So that was another situation which I had to face.
So you'll take admission of you'll take the final registration of PhD on the basis of provisional offer letter or through some entrance examination.
No, no, on the basis of provisional. No, no, I got admitted based upon entrance. PhD, I got admitted through the ICR exam itself.
Okay.
Yes, it
So
was
there
not
is
through.
means you have not used your provisional offer letter to exempt the examination or to like directly give the interview.
See, again, that is a tricky situation. It depends upon the supervisor. So if
Correct.
you're able to lure your supervisor with uh, provisional offer letter, assuring him or her like, sir, I think I'll be able to receive the final offer letter, then it's well and good until something bad happens.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
So to be
Okay.
safe side, one should clear an entrance and just get admitted, or if he or she is lucky enough to get a supervisor who's able to get convinced, then it's fine, well and good.
Because some institution or universities have limitation, they will not consider
No,
the DST level 1 provisional award letter as the way to exempt the examination.
absolutely, because DST itself has mentioned it clearly that provisional offer, it's for provision. It's a provisional offer letter. It doesn't guarantee you a final offer letter, or
Mhm.
it doesn't concern itself for like providing one with scholarship as well. So people who actually know, like guides and supervisors, of course they know about that. So they do not want to risk a candidate based upon a provisional offer letter.
Even there are cases that the students get registered on the basis of provisional offer letter, and once the level 2 result was out, they will not get the final award, and the university or the institution cancel their PhD registration. This is
Absolutely.
the situation in many institutions, in many reputed institutions. I'm not going to name the institution because I know personally, but the thing is that provisional offer letter, they have the provisional offer letter, but still they're not giving any privilege. And after registration, they are just canceling the PhD registration after 6 months or 1 year. That is completely like out of the box.
Yes, yes. So that to avoid such a situation, it is always advisable to just um, clear an entrance where you are
Right.
entering legitimately, and thereafter wait for your final offer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, very important, like I just want give your main points of what you feel like once you will get the provisional offer letter, what are the main points which a student need to keep in their mind, like if they are applying for the level 2, means how the chances for the level 2 will be increased if you will have something add in your application. So what's your message towards this?
So once one has a provisional offer letter, the challenge, a race begins there because
Yes.
we have a limited time period. Like once upon receiving a provisional offer letter, we have just 1 year to get admitted into a college. After which the provisional offer letter automatically gets rejected. So the time period we have after getting a provisional offer letter is limited, within which we have to work out a way by means we shall be entering into a college. So the first and foremost thing after getting a provisional offer letter is contacting universities, or like if one is waiting for getting into a PhD admission, that is actually fooling oneself around. So either we have to like start like what preparing for entrances, or if you have already given and you're waiting for the results, it's better to start drafting a proposal. Even if something, if you have an idea, better to jot it down and start having a like background research on a topic which interests you, so that as soon as one gets admission, he or she
Mhm.
is able to at least put it out in front of the guide or supervisor.
Mhm.
Otherwise, if the supervisor is already having a proposal, will be well and good if one is ready. Like for instance,
Mhm.
so in my case, everything happened in a very hasty fashion. Like I got the provisional offer letter in the month of February, I was saying,
Mhm.
and my admissions happened soon after I got the provisional offer letter. So I thought like I wish I could have just gone directly through level 2 instead of applying in level 1.
Okay.
So, but anyway, again, it was a matter of luck. So I shouldn't have waited for going through level 2, by the way. So it was good for me that I applied through level 1 and I got admitted. But the very challenge was that once I got admitted into PhD, you have just 1 month within which you have to draft a proposal, the real proposal, and submit it. So for me, I got 1 month of time to draft a proposal and upload it in the portal. So the application date, the deadline was in the month of March. So 25th of March was my deadline. So being in a hurry, I tried to draft a proposal. Luckily, again, my guide had already prepared a proposal
Okay.
because one of our students had left in, like just a year before. So
Mhm.
already drafted proposal was ready with her.
Okay,
So
that's
I
great.
was lucky enough to upload that. Later, after I uploaded in the month of March, I got to know the last day got extended till August of 31st, 31st of
Mhm.
August.
Mhm.
And later I thought nothing should be done uh, in haste, knowing at least knowing from experience, that much assurance one can give that like DST will definitely give you time. Even if it is mentioned in the rules, they
Mhm.
will definitely extend one time, at least for one time.
Mhm.
And just because I copied, pasted the format, whatever format my university had approved, I copied the exact thing in the portal. And just because of that time factor, I didn't redo it. And what happened is that my application got reverted because they were expecting in a different format than what I uploaded. Luckily, this time it is uh, from this year, I suppose, that they started calling people to try and give in a way or in a draft in a way which the DST will be approving. So
Mhm.
luckily, I was able to receive the call and I got to know. And with your help, I was able to draft a proposal according to the DST, and things had to go. So it was a, a roller coaster ride since the beginning, like running after deadlines and doing something very silly and being saved. So what I'd like to say is like at least for one time the DST will definitely extend the time. So be
Mhm.
prepared in prior and try to draft the proposal in the way DST wants because it's all mentioned in the portal. So one needs to be very thorough and patient with what actually DST wants because running after time and end date won't help because
Mhm.
people won't get an opportunity. For example, I literally was lucky enough to attend that call. I really do not know what would have happened if would I would have the phone call because they are not sending mails anymore. What happened with me, they did not send me a mail. They tried to contact through a call and that to a toll free number. So missing on that would have been a disaster, I feel.
Oh, okay. So so for the level two, they have a question that your proposal was not in the format. So instead of mail or any like notification, they called you.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
okay.
So I
That's
think
great.
that is what they have this change they have applied since this year itself, like to 2023. They've started calling instead of mailing, or I don't know. Like I heard from two or three persons, that they either their application directly got rejected over a mail or they started getting a call.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good. I
yeah,
can say that this is a good initiative from the DSC. Like they are doing this through
yeah.
the call also. Like they are entertaining the applications. Fine,
Yes,
great.
yes.
Okay. Uh, okay, can you please tell me, like, in case our level two proposal will be accepted? Fine. But uh, a situation like the supervisor is not ready to work on that proposal. So what we have to do?
Um,
Can we parallelly do the research on the objectives which supervisor want? Because the DST objectives are completely different and the supervisor don't want to work on this. But you luckily you get the award from the DST. So in that situation, what will be your thought?
uh, Luckily, I'm not facing that situation, but yeah. But I think since DST is giving us like 5 years of our 5 years work time. So
Mhm.
meanwhile, if we are able to do a part of what even our guide wants, like like getting diverted from DST, that's also fine because uh, most of the universities wouldn't ask us to utilize all the fires. Even in our university, what they are willing, like they want us to get done with our PhD as soon as possible. So it is
Okay.
we who are delaying the situation. So if we are trying to add something to our whatever objective we have mentioned in DST proposal, it's fine. So we can, if it's possible on our part, to take up an additional work just to please our guide. I don't think so. There's any problem unless and until it is turning out to be a burden. So we may not divert entirely from what we have mentioned in the project. Of course, there might be some common point
Mhm.
between. So I think it's possible because anyway, if one is into DST Inspire, they have made up their mind to do a 5 year work, right?
Yeah.
So
Right, right, right.
from in that time of work, one can actually
I
like
agreed
add
with
up.
you. Okay, that's good. Uh, okay, one more point from your side. I just need to want like what according to you, what should be your ideal guide, I can say, because level two PhD work, it's a long journey, correct? So what's your experience and what you like mention about okay, that should this must be there in particular institution or the department or in the guide so that you won't face any issue once you will get into the things
Yes.
or any issue which you are facing or which you want to convey.
Yes. First of all, when I said not to haste into things, keeping in mind the deadline is one thing, but hasting into things might create a situation where you compromise on certain things, like entering into an institution for the sake of entering because you have to apply into level 2 and you need an institution, and once you enter the institution you're not even sure like whether you wanted to continue here, but again the deadline is here, and ultimately you start compromising. Okay, let it be about the institution, I can manage here, but choosing a guide is a big deal. Why? Of course it's not just the institution you should be worried about. Majorly it has to be your guide because she or he is the only companion with whom your journey is going to last for like at least 5 years, and it is again it's not a piece of, so you have to be very much careful from the day one itself, and thinking about how that might affect your entire journey. Because see, once we are drafting a proposal, it is a piece of paper for the DSP, and
Hmm.
whatever thing is in the research, it might definitely be different from what you're actually working. So being practical is entirely upon us. So thinking about the practicality, you have to be one has to be very careful in choosing a supervisor because literature part is quite different from doing it practically. So practically you yourself have to be there and your support from your mentor is absolutely needed. So working in an atmosphere where your guide is concerned with some other thing like um, in our institution they are focused more on the coursework, so that is a demerit for me. It's a big huge a
Mhm.
disadvantage in my respect, which I was really concerned in the beginning of the year, but now that like DST took a year from me, it's fine. Like my coursework is also finished, and soon before my research work began, I already got the offer letter, so it's fine. So it is very important how you choose your guide and what is basically her work which will aid you to work in your like proposal, whatever you have proposed.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, understand. Because this point is very crucial.
Yes.
just not like the time is running out, we have to apply, we need the final award. Don't go in that way. Okay,
Yes,
because this is just a financial support, but if you are not getting the good support from the institution or the department or supervisor, then I guess it is all waste, right?
yes, absolutely.
Okay, okay, okay. In case I'm just like discussing the extreme situation, which must not be there with you or with anyone else. In case if like the student is awarded with the fellowship, but is there any provision in the DST, like if they want to change their institution or just want to change their guide, is there any clause or like something which you
Uh,
know, because you have
uh,
just started, I don't know, you know that.
yes, 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 absolutely. So, in these years, like I have gone through the portal not less than 50, 55 times. So
Oh.
everything, it is like, yes, there is a provision there where one is allowed to change the host institution. So there
Mhm.
are certain criteria, although it has specifically mentioned the situation has to be something extreme or unforeseeable. But again, one can try changing the host institution or the supervisor itself based upon, you know, uh, grievances, actual grievances.
Okay,
They
okay.
have mentioned, they have very narrowed the list of reasons though, but one may always try because anything, I think, whatever is the situation, one has to mail the DST people directly, and
Mhm.
they definitely will give a solution to that. If they won't agree, then they will definitely reply that no, we do not allow it, because everyone needs may they do need an option. Like if
Okay.
something happens like all of a sudden and one needs an option out, so they can always contact the DST and they definitely will give a solution, or may they might even give a plan B, like if
Okay.
there's a solution.
Okay, 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 fine. That's great. And how much time will the DST will take to like transfer the fellowship from the DST1 to the your account? Means once you will get the award, then how much time it will take to final process?
So basically, again, DST is giving a time limit for everything. For example, like I recently got this offer letter, and they have given me a time of 1 month period within
Mhm.
which I have to upload all the financial requirements, whatever they have in a template form, like be the mandate form, or like
Mhm.
if I was availing any prior fellowship, I have to provide them with a relieving letter that certifying that I do not avail all those benefits now. And even if I was availing now, I have like what I have stopped utilizing all the fund and all. So they have a list of templates. They have a list of documents which they expect us to upload soon after
Okay.
we get the
Okay.
offer letter.
Okay. So from which month you will get this fellowship? Means from
Again,
the
that
day of.
yeah, from the very day of admission, because they have specifically mentioned that in the portal. Also, uh, uh, they also they have taken our date admission letter from the day
Mhm.
we have joined the institution. So they retrospectively will be funding us from the
Okay.
day. So we need not worry about in which year we got the fellowship offer letter. Even if
Okay.
I was in my third year, I shouldn't be worrying about like just receiving fellowship for 2 years, remaining 2 years, because DST is actually a blessing where we'll be getting from the day of our admission into the PhD.
Okay, so that's good. Means from the day of your PhD registration, you will get the fellowship. Even the process will take 5 months, 6 months, or a year, but you
Yes,
will
yes,
get the
yes,
full amount from the day of your PhD registration, correct?
yes, that's right.
Okay, okay. That's wonderful. That's really very good. So Overall, you are like happy with the DST fellowship, right?
Yeah.
Is it good compared to the other CSIR, DBT, or something else?
Me compared to, yes, because come on, the competition is among the highest rankers, the top rankers of the nation. So
Hmm.
that is itself is a pride situation, because
Yes.
you are competing among the toppers of the nation. So that is
Mhm.
one thing, and it's not that coming out of your like they are scrutinizing you based upon your past ranking. No, they are using, they are seeing, they are evaluating you from your till now academic journey. Not only that, they're like evaluating you based upon your recent proposal also. They take into account your guides or supervisors resume as well. So
Mhm.
all of these fields they combine together, and you have to score a minimum of 60 marks. According to them, only if everything combined gets you a score above 60, only then you will be getting a final offer letter. So going through all the procedures, like not only just one, you're going through the entire procedure of three screening processes, if so to say. So coming through all that, so it is definitely a proud moment.
So that's great. Again, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing your such a detailed information from like you're from the graduation masters and right now. So I'll take a few questions. If from participants any doubts, please text so that I'll just close the session. There's a one question from Sagar Patel, level 2. 6 pages proposal will be due. Like he's asking like a 6 page proposal will be okay.
Frankly, it is not the pages that is the main concern. It is actually what are in those pages that matter. So
Correct.
they expect a detailed proposal containing, starting from introduction to the significance of the problem we have taken up in the national level, international level, how
Hmm.
unique the proposal is all about, what is the time frame we are going to utilize, like how the time frame we are going to utilize, like what are we going to do in the first year, second year, third year. Like if we
Mhm.
are
Mhm.
utilizing the scholarship for 5 long years, we need a detailed proposal and what all stuff we are going to do in those 5 years. Because come on, they are investing so much in us, so they really need to know what we are capable of and how well we are able to do. So what we are going to do is like we are we are we are expected to prove them how capable we are to
Mhm.
utilize this scholarship. So it is not just the pages that concern,
Correct,
because
correct, correct.
they have those uh, like they want us to mention a detailed proposal. Although those uh, what sub headings have a specific word limit, keeping
Yes.
that in mind, if that turns out to be 6 pages or 7 pages doesn't matter, but it
Mhm.
is what the pages are about. The content matters a lot.
I, Sagar, I guess you like get the thing what you was asking. I was completely agree with the Anmol. She's exactly what I always convey to all the participants, the student, like the content matters, the problem, the gap, what she told. Okay, so agree with you. Okay, any other doubt from the participants? So please text. Otherwise, okay, fine. One more question is there. After the final offer letter comes, we submit the bank details, and if we get the job at this time, will we get the fellowship amount?
uh, See, either we'll have to continue with the research or we have to quit the research and join the job. The doesn't allow to take a sabbatical or take a break from a research and get into a job and then come back, continue our research program. The only uh, thing where DST allows us is like going for a short term internship program. Like, yeah, if we are to attend an internship program for, like, I'm not sure, there's also a period, which period of for internship. So either it has to be 2 months or 3 months. So if it's a short internship related to your research, or it's not, that doesn't count. If it's an internship program related to a research study, then DST will continue its funding after your internship is over and all. But no, I don't think so. DST will be uh, letting you to continue with your job and then return back and do your research. Once one joins a job, it ceases to exist.
Correct. Completely agree. So because it is completely not possible, you have to complete. You are getting the fellowship, so you have to continue that fellowship. You cannot get the two fellowship amount of financial support from any other agencies, right? Okay. So everybody is saying thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. So thank you so much, Anmol. One more question from Akash. Can again date of DST application extended more? Can again date of DST extended more?
Uh, See, I see. I mentioned in the beginning, like, you can expect DST to extend for once, but we cannot expect them to, like, do it once more, because maybe it's the COVID situation, which after which DST even started extending their deadlines. But I don't think so. They might extend for, like, 2 times, like, twice for, like, for one batch, because the entire time cycle will again get extended, since they are disbursing the amount yearly, like, so everything will get affected. So we may not expect,
Yes. True,
we
true, true.
shouldn't expect that.
Chalo, that's great. So congratulations once again from all the participants from my full research family. Because you are now DST inspiration for me, and I'm just collecting all the DST awardees, and we have a group also, you know very well. So this will give all the participants, and they will motivate you. What are the situation? What are the challenging steps? So through these communication, through these meeting with the toppers like you, will help the participants to apply and get the things very smoothly, right? So chalo, thank you so much. Uh, Everybody is very happy. They are saying that thank you to you, and a great session also. So thank you so much, Anmol, just for joining and sharing all your thoughts. We'll connect next with some new topic. So we'll connect you more. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Anmol. Thank you all the participants for participating and let's giving your time.